Good morning, everyone. It is the 9th of January 2023, Monday morning. Checking Forex calendar here. We have no major high impact news events today, so nothing on the horizon in terms of any catalysts, either at 8:30 or 10. And our index is opening in 7 minutes. Looking at the daily chart here, S&P is still in the recessionary bear trend, but bullish on the interim. Okay, it's come up, pulled back here, held at this level, 3,800, and is now pushing to the upside here, where we have immediate supply at, okay, around 4,100. Okay, I am adding S&P analysis because it's important. However, if we go back to our Dow Jones analysis, we can see here that we have pushed outside of that recessionary bear trend, and we're holding above that, holding on the outside. We've got a bit more strength in industry here in the US economy, and it's held here at the important demand level of 32,800, 33,000. That area here is held strong and kicked out to the upside. And now we are targeting supply at 34,500. Okay, so this is the kind of action I'm looking at the moment. It did make this decision to go in this direction. This is at the moment negligible. Obviously, we understand that it can always collapse back down, but the next supply area I would say would collapse. It would be up here. So if we're going to get a rejection, it's going to come back up to 34,300, something around there. In the meantime, we are targeting this area here. Okay, so this is the kind of action we're looking at. This is where we're going next. Super simple, but just to have an idea of what we're doing, we are in a bullish market at the moment on the daily. If we go to the 4 hour, okay, again, we had something that looked like a downtrend here. We had a down channel. We tried to make something of this down channel here. It's kicked out of it. It kicked out of it at NFP on Friday. We had a positive non-farm payrolls employment report on Friday. Employment was down to 3.5%, and unemployment was down to 3.5%, down from 3.6%. Good news for the economy, on paper at least. We all know what's happening under the hood there. Definitely not out of the we're not out of the woods at the moment. But for what we're doing in terms of from an intraday perspective, we're bullish. Okay, and we had that kick out through supply at 33,500 and held above there, which we called on Friday during the analysis on Friday. It has held there, and next supply target really is up here at 34,750. Interim supply here at 34,300 ish. That area. That's kind of where I see it heading to next. And then we'll see if it rejects off that or powers through. There should be a bit of a rejection around this area, and then a continuation to the upside. Either way, what it looks like is we've got this bullish thrust from October 13th from FOMC, kick outside of the bearish bear market channel here on the 10th, Thursday 10th of November, on the very positive inflation report, CPI index report on Thursday the 10th. And then a slowing of momentum here, a pullback on the higher time frame, and then what looks like a kick back to the upside. I'm holding onto the edge of my seat though, and going back to here what we see on the S&P 500. Once price reaches this area 4,000, I wouldn't be surprised if we did have a resumption of bearish action there, which will be reciprocated there on the Dow Jones index. So that is kind of the area I'm looking at for bearishness to resume on the Dow Jones index. Okay, and until we see that on the S&P 500, I'm going to be skewed bullish. Okay, but also just wary of definitely not buying high. So that was our 4 hour there. We go to our hourly time frame. We can see that we had this range channel over the Christmas period, and now we've picked a direction as of Friday, which we suggested would occur at NFP on Friday. We would pick a direction for the next week or two maybe, and things look bullish at the moment. Okay, strong bullish support. It's grinding to the upside, and I suspect more buying to come. So today we could have some selling back down to this area, and then a continuation and kick to the upside, working these supply zones. This now has become demand, so we have 1 hour demand here, and it looks pretty strong in terms of its grind, so I wouldn't be surprised if it just keeps grinding to the upside. If we look here on the 1 minute, okay, this is just recapping NFP on Friday. Pretty much exactly what we planned out occurred. We had this push to the upside, a pullback to the median, and then a hard grind to the upside. I took a little short here, and then kind of left it alone after that. And we did reach new highs all the way up until 3 p.m. on Friday there. Something we see regularly on Friday news releases is that sustained push to the upside, and for our strategy we just want to avoid that and stay out. Yes, you could take a couple of wallet patterns here, shorting around the red bands, but again, just not the safest day to be in the market for mean reversion. Today, what are we looking at? We've had this huge push. We could see a secondary thrust to the upside. We know that we see when we do get new price movements or new levels hit, it kind of happens quite quickly. Index is opening as we speak. It's 9:30 right now, so we get to watch this live. We are having a push to the downside. Look, I would definitely be happy to buy in this area here. That's our first level of demand, and of course, expecting it to come down to this area here before kicking back to the upside. That's the area I'm looking at with this demand to the left here. This is kind of the area that I'm looking for price to come down to during this session if we get some good volatility, something like that. Okay. And then kicking to the upside. There's no reason for massive volatility this morning. There's no huge news release or anything, so we could just find that it just does drip down towards here, and then kick back out and continue this pop to the upside. So this kind of action, and then a sustained grind. Look for the grind. The thing is, we're not getting a solid kick straight out of the median. If it kicks straight out of the median, we are having, if we can see here on if we just close session times here, we are seeing that we're having buying contention here. We're having buying pressure occur at the median. So if it does kick straight out from the median here, it's going to be a pretty bullish day, okay? And I would definitely avoid shorting. And our strategy doesn't call for any buying near the median. So just sit on your hands. I'll be catching up with you guys today, over the next few days, this week, just to touch base and get back into things. And we'll discuss what we're looking at for our monthly profit targets. We've relaxed the monthly profit percentage that we're looking for, or a monthly ROI on our account, which is exciting. And that means we don't have to trade every day. And part of this game and part of this art is to be able to sit out and be like, look, I don't want to trade that because there's nothing to trade, and just be very selective with when we surf. So right now, already here at the open, we can see that we do have buying pressure to the upside. We have a kick to the upside, and it looks like it's going to be a continuation of yesterday. We know that when we have a kick directly out from the median, like we're seeing right now, that there is generally, we need a sweep from down the bottom here to up there to short that area. But if it kicks straight out from the middle, it's kind of it is indicative of a grind for the rest of the session. So I would expect to probably see this kind of action occurring. Same as the other day, maybe a little bit less intense, but a grind either way. And an overall grind push towards this area here that we're looking at on the 1 hour, 34,500. Okay, that kind of area here, or this kind of area here at 34. So expecting to see a push to 34. Very strong at the moment. We can see in terms of a bullish thrust. Something I'm going to stay out of this morning. I'm not going to look to short around here. Like, if you're being nimble and you do want to take something, and you're on the screens and you can be there with the trade, you can take something like that. Just be aware that if it pushes to the outside like this, and you want to try and get back out at break even, okay? And don't be afraid to practice that, but it's only if you can be present at your screen. If you're doing set and forget trades, this is a day that I would stay out. Have a beautiful morning. So good to be back. So much fantastic energy in the group right now. Amazing things happening in the background, and I really look forward to you guys realizing your trading journey this year. And yeah, cheers.